Hey geopolitical thinkers, welcome back to the channel, and today I'm going to talk to you about Chinese civilization. So here is a very interesting map that I drew by myself of Chinese civilization. Of course, I have taken my knowledge and understanding from people like George Friedman, who is a geopolitical forecaster. So I'm going to talk about Chinese civilization today, right? So Chinese civilization is right here. It is unique and it is different from other civilizations because it never really had that much of contact with other civilizations versus compared to, let's say, Middle East or India or Europe or Africa. Right, there is very minimal and little contact over here, and I'm going to explain to you why that is. And we're also going to talk about the whole region, which also includes Mongolia and Macau and Hong Kong and Taiwan and North Korea and South Korea and Japan and Vietnam, and also to some extent a little bit of Russia as well. So the region is called East Asia. So yeah, there you go. East Asia, which is Chinese, Japanese, Koreans, North and South, Mongolians, Vietnamese, and Siberians. It's also called Northeast Asia because of this edge. It's Northeast Asia, Northern and Eastern Asia. So let's begin. So China is completely separated and isolated from the whole world if you look at it. Here you have Tibet, right? Tibet, and it is the Himalayas. There is almost an iron wall over here, right? An iron wall. The Himalayas, it is full cold, icy, snowy, and frozen over here. And there is an iron wall of Himalayas. Here, Xinjiang, the Uyghur province, also called East Turkestan. This area is full a massive desert. There is the Gobi desert area here. There's a massive desert and massive plain flat open land here, and it's a desert and it's fully blocked. Here it's fully blocked. This whole area is blocked. And on top of this there is Mongolia, and Chinese have always been scared and away and afraid of the Mongolians. They've never gone upwards. So there is Inner Mongolia over here. This is another big buffer zone because it again leads towards Siberia, and there is nothing over there. And the Chinese here built the Great Wall of China, right? The Great Wall of China, the biggest mega structure ever, going thousands of kilometers, massive amounts of rocks and bricks and walls all over the place. So if you can look, actually China is effectively blocked, right? Himalayas, it's an iron wall, blocked, it's frozen, right? Here desert, it is blocked. Here Mongolia and the wall, it's blocked. Here nobody wants to go to Siberia, obviously they'll just stay here. So fully blocked in this whole area. So this allowed China to develop independently of other civilizations, if you observe it. So what are the other problems? Here you have Southeast Asia, as you can see. The Southeast Asian forests and jungles stop China from going there as well. And then here you have the gigantic Pacific Ocean. So China is completely separated and isolated from the rest of the world historically. Not today, but historically, most of the time. So the main areas are Xinjiang, Tibet, the Himalayas area, Inner Mongolia, Southeast Asian forests and jungles, and the Pacific Ocean. This is what separates and isolates the Chinese civilization from all other civilizations, because there are clear geographic blocks all around China, if you can see, right? There is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 main blocks, and 6, of course, Siberia as well. So here, this is where the Chinese civilization progressed and grew and developed. This whole greater and broader region is called as Northeast Asia or Northern and Eastern Asia, also simply called as East Asia. This whole area is East Asia. And the countries in East Asia are Mongolia, Macau, Hong Kong, Taiwan, North Korea, South Korea, Japan, Vietnam, and Russia, including China. So these are the countries that are around China and in East Asia. So these 10 countries exist in East Asia. The main ethnicities are the Chinese, the Han Chinese, the Japanese, the Koreans, the Mongolians, the Vietnamese, and the Siberians in Russia. The capital of China is Beijing. And here I drew a brief portrait of Western civilization, like this line, that Australia, New Zealand, that's part of Western civilization. Here a line, small line like this, that's part of Western civilization, USA and Canada. From Mexico to here, it is Latin American civilization, because there is Mexico, Central America, Caribbean, South America. This is the Latin American civilization. This is the Western civilization, right? It's the American sphere, right? NATO and European Union, right? The Western world, or Anglo-Saxon alliance. So yeah, that is this Belarus and Ukraine. So this is the American sphere, NATO, EU, Western world, and Anglo-Saxon alliance. This whole area, this and these three areas, this is the Western civilization, right? And here you go, this is China. So I'm going to show the whole map again for the last time, and goodbye guys. So you saw this, you saw this, you saw this, and finally Chinese civilization, society and culture. The capital of China is Beijing, and Beijing is an ancient Chinese city and one of the most powerful cities in the world, and one of the greatest cities in the world. So here are the 5 main geographic barriers or blocks of China. So the Chinese cannot really invade anybody outside, and nobody from outside can really invade China. It is just completely blocked off, if you can see, even with the giant Pacific Ocean historically. So it's the Himalayas, it's Tibet, it's the Uyghur Xinjiang province, it's Inner Mongolia, it is Siberia, it is Southeast Asian jungles and forests, and it's the Pacific Ocean. So thank you for watching this video in Geopolitical Thinker, and I'll make better videos in the future. Thank you very much for watching, and stay tuned. Goodbye.